how we doing today, YouTube? Today, I'm gonna just put you guys through my little diet routine throughout the day. I don't have a good diet, so I think you should be like taking like notes on what not to do. But if you want to take notes on what to do, there might be some good meals to take. But yeah, so I'll just take you out through my day, what I eat, and then maybe like what supplements I take, and then I'm gonna just get through this back day. Probably do a little bit of like lat pull downs, a little bit of pull ups, some curls, you know what I'm saying? Some buys for the guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get to it. All right, so we arrived at the gym, safe and sound. It was a struggle. There was a lot of frostbite on the windshield, so I couldn't see anything. Like I'm not even joking. I was like this the whole time. I thought today was the day. Like I had to say so many prayers, but we're here. So now we're at the gym. We're gonna probably do some like 3 sets of lat pull downs, some rows, so like some single arm cable rows, and then also like more lat movements, so like lat pullovers. We're gonna do like 3 sets of that, all to failure. We don't count here because that's too much work. And then biceps, maybe some forearms if we're lucky, and then rear delts. So yeah, that's gonna pretty much be our whole workout. Well, it's pretty much like from the last video, pull day video. Want to check that out real quick. Yeah, let's get to it. All right, so now we're in the gym, and then now we're just gonna have 300 milligrams caffeine, something light, get that energy going. I'm trying to like lay off caffeine, but there was no 200 milligrams, so that's my excuse on why I'm going a little bit higher today. But yeah, so we're just gonna have some pre-workout. I ate nothing right now. So now this is like my first non-water intake of the day. Yeah, so we're just gonna drink this up, wait a little bit, feel the tingles, and then we'll get to it. Right, so now we are on our first meal of the day. Got breakfast. So we got like some protein. We got like the eggs right here, and then we got like some oatmeal and like blueberries, and then we got the honey. So yeah, a little bit of like protein and carbs and all that, and like just add a little bit of flavor, some honey. I don't know what the honey would do, you know. But yeah, typically I would just like with my workouts, I kind of just go like intermittent fasted, just like work out while fasted, and then I will just after that, eat my first meal. I don't really do any like pre-workout meal stuff. Just juggle some caffeine and then work out and then have my first meal of the day. And so yeah, I'm gonna dig in and then see you guys in meal two. Boom, boom, eggs complete that fast. That has to be like a world record or something. Absolute phenomenal, phenomenal eggs. I think Gordon Ramsay himself would honestly like he would quit his job and like replace me. Or no, I would replace him. Just phenomenal eggs. 10 out of 10. No bias whatsoever. I would say, like, as of now, as of lately, my diet has not been good. Especially, like, for example, I'll take, like, yesterday, for example. I've had, like, caffeine, like, and oh my. I had an energy drink that was, like, 200 milligrams in the morning. It was, like, morning shift, tired. And then I would later on go to my workout right after my shift. So then I would just consume like 200 milligrams of caffeine there as well. So it was pretty much just like energy drink and then pre-workout. And then I would just have like a bowl appetit. So I would just have like steaks, rice, chicken, and all that. That was like my only like meal of the day, I swear. And then I just went to sleep after that. No meals after that. So I'm trying to like get my meals back in check. So hopefully like get that protein in and all that, get the carbs in. Typically, like I'm trying to like get my protein back to like how it used to be, like just uh, my body like as much protein. I consume as many grams of protein as much as my weight, so like 180 grams around that range, and that's like good for like building muscle, I'd say. And then yeah, just try to get the carbs. You gotta get everything in. You gotta get the carbs, the protein, the fats, everything. You can't just like focus only on the protein. Carbs are good for energy, you know. Trying to get big lifts. You're trying to get big lifts, for example. Try to like carb load the day before, and then that's how you can get enough energy to like get that big lift in. All right, meal one complete. I I might get seconds. I'm not gonna lie, but that's pretty much consists of meal one. So on to meal two. So I would normally have like snacks throughout the day as well. Like typically if I had protein bars, I'll try to have protein bars throughout the day. You know, good protein, and like nothing like too junk food. But as of the moment, food wise, I don't really got any good healthy snacks. Like no. I also have is like probably chocolate, but that's why I'm trying to like avoid snacks right now. So just focus on meals. So this would be meal one, and then on to meal two. Hopefully, we're trying to aim for like 3 meals today. All right, on to our second meal of the day. Um, and we're gonna ignore the fact that I ate some pudding by accident, but we'll just forget about that. Put that aside. Anyway, second meal of the day. Uh, got some meat. I like my meat. Got some meat and some rice and potatoes. So got some of that protein and carbs again going throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, this pretty much is meal two. And then I typically just eat like whatever my mom makes. So like shout out to mom. Thank you, mom. But yeah, second meal, gonna complete it, and then we got one more meal at night. It's not gonna be something too drastic or crazy, so it might be just something simple like some cereal or something. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Well, anyway, stay tuned. See you guys. All right. So for the last meal, well, to say a meal, it's kind of a misleading understatement, you know. But we got the apples and the pears, some good fibers and carbs and all that. And then we got a sandwich. So what a day to end off of. So obviously that is not great to end off the day. Not a lot of calories throughout the day, but it'll work. We'll manage. Um, I'm hopefully trying to start bulking later, so hopefully the food consumption is a lot more. Typically, like 500 calories above my normal calorie intake. Um, and then yeah, so that kind of wraps it up for today's diet. Hopefully you guys learned something or learned what not to do at least. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and you subscribe and and click that bell notification thingamajigger. I'll see you next time. See you later, alligators.